everyone, so welcome to another Kaskade video reaction. Today we are going to be reacting to Let's Create 8 Pokemon Gym Leaders, again by Nuzlocke and Gnoggin. So I've been actually told by some people not to actually watch this because there may be spoilers for the story. And if you don't know when this game actually comes out, because this is being made into a game, I'm definitely going to be recording it on the channel, but I figured that the spoilers are probably going to be a little light. Hopefully, I'm really hoping they are, because I do want to have my full unbridled reaction for you guys when the game finally comes out. But yeah, anyways, I don't want to talk too much. I really want to just get into this reaction. I'm excited to see his designs for 8. He's not even like splitting this in 2 episodes. He's putting all 8 gym leaders in this episode, so this is gonna be pretty nice. But anyways, before we begin the video, you already know what time it is. It's time for your boy to do a little bit of plug-in. If you could drop a like for your boy, put the subscribe if you're new, and put the notifications on, it would mean a lot, because when an Astron's video goes live, they gotta stop, drop, get your snacks, and enjoy. Also, I got a little bit of a challenge for you guys. Now, this is gonna be a hard challenge, all right? But I need y'all to listen. If you guys can hit 150 likes on this video in 1 week, so you guys have 1 week, we will have a triple Kaskade upload next week. All right, well, I guess not next week, but when we hit the goal, like a little after we hit the goal. So 150 likes and I'll hit you with a back to back Kaskade reaction. So y'all gotta show your boy some support if you want to see that. If not, that's totally fine. I'm definitely not gonna stop playing or watching Kaskade because, you know, the support goes or anything. So I'm just saying, if you want to see more, that's what you gotta do. But let's get into the video. I'm excited. Let's see what Loxin has in store for us.
So, over the last few months, we've been making a Fakemon region,
Yes,
the Kaskade
sir.
region, based on the Pacific Northwest, mainly Oregon and Washington, with some bordering elements. And so far, we've just been populating it with Pokemon. But today, let's go through the region itself a little bit and talk about my ideas for 8 gym leaders.
All right.
But first, a bit of the overall ideas I have for them. I am so tired of monotype gym leaders. I loved the idea behind the Raihan battle in Sword and Shield. Dragon, ground, and rock, and then later fire. Sure, he was mostly dragon, but there was just a touch of interesting there.
Yeah.
So since this
I mean, that goes into detail for Raihan's character as well. He's not really striving to be a gym leader. He just wants to beat Leon. So he'll just use different strategies in order to, you know, bounce off his team members well. That's what I like about Raihan so much. He's not really a dragon mono. He's just a guy that wants to beat Leon. So I don't know. That is really cool. So, okay, so Loxin's not going to stay to the typical monotype gym. I wonder what direction he'll take then. I don't know. All I'm hoping, yo, you know, you can do what you want with the monotype, make it off colors. I don't care. But what really matters on the Astron style is it's got to be drippy. So I'm hoping we get some drippy gym leaders, bro.
Concept, I can do what I want. So instead of type themes, I'm just going to do themes. There will still be 1 or 2 dominant types among their party, but I'm looking more for how particular mon feel and how they work in terms of helping the gym leader do their other stuff. You'll see. Also, final disclaimer, I'm not an expert when it comes to game balancing or things like that, so don't expect those kinds of details. I'm not going to be listing their abilities or moves, or even going like super in-depth with how their pre-battle trainers and puzzles are.
A cool thing that Loxin has set up, I wanted to let him finish his statement there before cutting him off, but a really cool thing that Loxin has actually set up is his weather, and how he has like literally a weather for pretty much every single type now, and like a field, you know, all that kind of cool stuff. So that could definitely balance really well with the gym leaders. Ooh, I'm getting kind of excited. Let's see this. Let's see this.
Broad, fun concepts. Now then, so we start in a city down here, and there's no gyms. So we go to the first city with a gym. There will be a lot more details about all of these cities in the plot and region videos.
Okay, I'm skipping that though.
This first gym is currently under renovations, and the gym leader is out at the moment, but he has let the construction manager take his job for the time being. His name is Adamo. Clearly Adam because he is the first, Adam and Eve and all, and the O is because he's Italian-American. He comes from Brooklyn, or Unova. And as such, he has a Unovan girder, which will contrast with the Kaskadian girder the second gym leader has. Other than that, he has a Kured's, the middle stage of the regional bug, and Chumunk, the standard early normal type of the region.
This is the first time we've seen it,
how much he loves pizza, and then about how much he loves this region and is going to move here to live permanently. So, a big theme in this game concept is new beginnings and change, and immigration and moving and such is a big part of that. One of the complaints I've gotten a few times is that this game concept seems to have too much social commentary, because we all know Pokemon is entirely devoid of social commentary. Yeah, this doesn't exist. But anyway, you may notice me relating to these themes often. But as such, this first gym is under renovation because it's changing from a simple, plain gym to a big city, high-tech gym. You see, Chapanook City, based mainly on Salem, Oregon, is going through a lot of changes right now. In just a decade, it has more than doubled in size, mainly due to the huge number of people moving here and to the central city, Port Elky. In fact, a lot of people are planning on living here and commuting to Port Elky once this freeway bridge is finished. That bridge being Adamo's other project.
Hey, it might be unusual seeing a guy like me out here. And it may be unusual to battle a substitute gym leader.
I like his design, man.
Gym, but hey, we all have unusual starts, yeah?
Then I love the idea that after you beat all 8 gym leaders, you're able to rematch any of them. And rematching Adamo will see his team now consist of Unovan Conkeldurr, Guruji, Garbodor, Unovan Diggersby, Machamp, and a Simimon, which is chosen when the battle starts based on which is best against your current team. Rematches should be a difficult challenge, you know? After beating him, you get the Blossom Badge.
No, it doesn't look like him at all.
The gym is planned to be about cherry blossoms because that's what the city it's in is all about, but you don't get that because it's currently under the renovations. But you still get the badge! Afterwards, you head into the first wild area, which is a big forest, and you eventually reach Solo Falls, a small town that's big on its camping tourism. Lots of hiking trails, waterfalls, beautiful mountainscapes and lakes, and the population of tourists more than triples the population of people living here.
Is that the gym leader?
People come from all over the world to do soul searching. It's never too late to change yourself. This is Kayla, a Pokemon Ranger turned gym leader who also keeps the campgrounds safe. Her parents moved here from Galar and Kalos before she was born, and her name means slim and fair in Irish, French, and Gaelic. Her gym is noticeably small. Really, it's just a nice wooden fence. Nothing fancy
very small area.
The challenge here would be nothing grandiose to help get across the low-budget, small-town vibe, but the battles. The battles here introduce battle effects. In previous videos, I've mentioned the idea of weather energy or weather.
I talked about this.
Controlling the weather is a massive part of battles in the Cascade region because of legendary hand-wavy reasons. And from this point in the game onwards, battles can start with some of these effects, rather than needing to be triggered by a Pokemon. It can be as simple as rain, or as complex as a windy snowstorm with cursed winds. Yeah. Basically, weather effects can stack as long as they don't counteract each other. For instance, you can't have a rainy, sunny day. You can't have a snowy drought. And you can't fill the air with more than one thing, like smog, pollen, ghost. Only one. But anyway, in this case, the weather starts as misty fog, and the tall trees all around the gym block all wind-based weather effects. The air stays still. Her Pokemon are more Park Ranger themed. She fights you with a Monster, Cascadian Girder, a Nanot, and Cascadian Bellsprout. And on the rematch, she's got a Cascadian Conkeldurr, a Nanook,
now we get to see it.
Cascadian Tropius, Cascadian Gengar,
I love that Gengar,
Clairvoyance, and Blastoise.
Who?
Helps her fight forest
fires. Did I miss an episode?
Oh yeah, and I've yet to reveal a lot of these mons in previous videos, I've just realized. I won't be going into their details here, but yeah, I guess it's a sneak peek. This is what they look like. Now then, later on in the game, you can come back to her and play Pokemon Ranger-based mini-games, like the game Pokemon Ranger. The weather in the region has gotten incredibly crazy in recent months, which puts loads of wild Pokemon in danger, and it's up to you and her to save them. Oh, and she gives you the Pine Badge, for obvious reasons. And like I said, I didn't think too hard about the gym challenges before the gym leader battle, but I'd imagine one here involves rolling logs around you to make a path. Easy puzzle concept. There's other trainers, like Boy Scouts you gotta fight. Now, moving on, you go through the mountains and reach the second wild area, a desert. And depending on how you choose to explore, you can do either of the next 2 gyms in either order. But let's start with the one in Bendtown, an old town with lots of manufacturing and warehouse jobs for amazing—
Wait, hold on, that's really cool. So that's something they kind of did in Gen 4 as well, where once you get to like that Maylene and Crasher Wake area, you can like choose which one you want to do first. I really like that concept because it allows you to take the game at your own pace or go in whatever direction you want. Okay, I mean, a guy like me will probably be lost in the desert for a couple episodes, but hey, I like that concept. I don't know, it's really cool to me.
Really, if not for Amazol, this town would probably be a ghost town. But thanks to Kaiba's business dealings, the native gym leader and entrepreneur has managed to keep the economy of this town flowing. It's his hometown.
Drip levels,
so he
0.
cares deeply about it. And he's doing all he can to provide opportunities to the people still living here after a mass exodus.
Kaiba.
Sometimes the influences of the outside force you to change. Not much you can do about that, but it's how you react to those changes that define you.
His theme is clearly desert. Most of the manufacturing done here involves the sand, and his Pokemon work well with it too. And as such, his gym has glass walls throughout it, a clear glass maze littered with trainers to fight through. Maybe some of the glass walls are intended to be broken even? I don't know. Some sort of glass maze that changes. Yeah, but I do know that he uses a Desiree, Quailert, Mercriny, and Pramblo when you first fight him.
Oh, that's
and later, Quailert evolves into Quailstion and Pramblo into Glashulimp. And he still uses Desiree and Mercriny.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, man. Every time, I keep gassing up these water Pokemon, bro. Someone said in the comments in my last video, I think, that, yo, at this point, you may as well become a water gym leader. I just might have to. Honestly, I might just have to. Low-key, what I think I'll do is the first time I play through this game, I'll do like a normal team. I'll have like a decent time thing. I might just do a water mono, bro. I might just go through this game with a water mono like after that, because the water types in this game look so gas, bro. Oh my gosh, I want that. Look at him. The colors, I think it's the colors, like that vibrant aesthetic. Oh, mwah, delicious. Maybe it actually is delicious. I don't know.
Zoom and Hippowdon. Also, when you fight him, he
that was
opens
cool.
the
Whatever he just showed,
and triggers a sunny day sandstorm. He gives you the Orb Badge, which depicts a glass orb, both because they manufacture glass
Should
here,
give me the gun
and
badge.
because he knows his future. He's set for life. Maybe you should try to figure out your future too. Now, he's got quite the beef with his younger brother, who runs the other gym in these parts. In Kaiba's eyes, Tate just couldn't take the heat of change and gave up on his hometown instead of being strong and changing yourself to keep up with the outside changes. Tate leaving is also the big reason why so many other people left town, as these days Tate spends his time helping people move across the desert and river canyon to get to much greener pastures on the other side. Literally. Forget the world you left behind, man. You've got to work hard to get rid of the bad in your life, and sometimes that means leaving behind what you know. Some say I chose to run away, but just ask them, ran away from what? And they only list things worth running away from. My brother stayed just to become some corporate mud spray. Tate talks a lot. That's a big part of his personality and his name origin. Both he and his brother's names come from Numu, the language spoken by the Paiute. Kaiba is mountain, as he's big and stoic. And Tate, well, it means he talks too much. Tate's theme is canyon. Pokemon that help him help other people and are also used to this terrain. When you first fight him, he has an Obsidius, Nidorino, Dreadnought, and a Cascadian Ambipom. Later, Nidorino evolves into Nidoking, and he adds a Mudsdale and either a Blue Mage or Skarmory, either randomly or based on your team composition. His gym would involve river water puzzles, pushing and moving rocks to make platforms in the shallow stream to get across. And battling him triggers a sandstorm with high winds. He gives you the Arrow Badge, which looks like an obsidian arrowhead, reflecting the local culture of the area, his main Pokemon, and that sometimes To find your point in life, you have to go. Like follow arrows. Go. So you cross the river canyon and into a new area that's a bunch of routes through country towns, farms, and vineyards. A lot of the battles here are double battles, and there are plenty of ranch-based minigames to play as you approach the 5th gym, which has the theme of ranch. Everybody here is a couple, and the gym leaders, Mary and John, with their classic only traditional American country names,
you got a big old nose, bruh.
I've been married for 60 years, got 16 grandchildren, and 4 great-grandchildren so far.
Oh
John
my
has lived at this
gosh.
ranch, hard at work, his entire life. Sometimes all you need in life is a big loving family, working together at their family values to better support each other. Gotta raise them kids right, or not at all. They talk like old country folk and say partner and dearie a lot. Their first Pokemon are Miltank, Rapidash, Indeedee, Kaskade, Dubwool, and Whimsicott.
Kaskade
And later
and
they
Dubwool,
swap
okay.
Rapidash for Auxiliary, Indeedee for Boltund, and add Gogoat. Quite the range of types, yes? Get it? Range. Home on the range. Also, they start with a pollen-filled sunny day. It's good for their crops. Before you fight them, though, your pre-battle challenge involves doing some labor on the farm, pretty much, in the form of minigames. Herding sheep,
And not getting
Pokemon,
paid, I
milking a
assume.
Miltank efficiently, riding a Mudsdale or Rapidash through an obstacle course, things like that.
Okay, that
The
sounds
others in
fun,
the
to be
area,
honest.
like other farmhand couples and such, talk about how leaving one or both of their families behind was actually the right thing for them, and how much of a hard decision it was. But sometimes it really can be worth it. There are many paths in life, many with contradictory logic, but whatever works.
True.
But anyway, Mary and John will give you the Partner Badge, which will allow you to set double battles to Preferred, at which point wild area battles have a chance of being double or even horde battles. Neat! Then, right on over to the left, we have a big country club slash vineyard slash retirement home, and there's a big fancy restaurant here too, which is a part of the gym. Gym 6 has you face off against Elna, an extremely eccentric woman who loves sewing and cooking. She designs her own outfits and can make a killer souffle. The name Elna means things like sunray and torch, as well as grow and feed, all of which fits her well. She's a bundle of joy and a bundle of light, but she mentions how she didn't always know what she wanted to do or be for the longest time. So she just started trying all sorts of things.
Damn, this
She was
region
never really
deep.
good at any of them, even sewing and cooking. But she still had fun with those two, so she kept practicing, and now, well, here she is. Still learning, but doing well enough, and loving it. Like the gym before, the pre-battle challenge involves completing minigames, perhaps involving keeping a line within boundaries to simulate cutting fabric straight, or maybe cooking minigames. There are so many of those. And when it comes time to battle, she has a Livani, Tamarost, Vitasquish, Serena,
that's kinda fitter.
Slurpuff, and Monferno. But on a rematch, she can swap those out for Infernape, Appleton, or Flapple, and either form of Executor. Her gym arena is able to really bring the heat too, causing a drought, simulating the inside of an oven. It can also simulate the inside of a freezer. Who knows if that's going to be useful though? Maybe I didn't think this far ahead. But upon winning, she hands you the Craft Badge. Now, moving through the mountains again, we get to the third and final wild area. You get all sorts of biomes here, but we're not here for that today, so let's move over to Port Elky, a huge city based on a combination of Seattle, Portland, and Vancouver.
So,
and it's such a big city.
You don't get to like an actual city for like, what was that, 6 badges? Like 5, 6 badges? That's a while. That's a while to not get into like a major city. So you're basically going on like a really long adventure from like your little mini town to get to this big city. I like that though. I mean, it's interesting. It's unique.
It has 2 gyms and various areas within it to catch city-dwelling Pokemon. Sort of like a mini wild area in and of itself. In the southern and older part of the city, we have our 7th gym in an old fun center. As in an arcade, plus skating rink, plus bowling alley kind of thing. Plus bar after 9 p.m. And the gym leader is Zlata. Zlata is a Slavic name, meaning golden, and she's got just a touch of an Eastern European accent that I will not attempt to
Me
do,
neither.
I promise. And it's just a bit, though. She's a bit of a punk, if you couldn't tell. It kind of comes with the territory of growing up in a more run-down part of the city. She was bullied a lot as a kid, so she stayed indoors and played games. But all that she had were her dad's old games. so that's what she grew up on, but formed some fantastic memories that way. But
All
even
right.
still, she's constantly being hated on just for being who she is. But that also just kind of comes with the territory of being
Am I
a
playing Pokemon or am I playing reality right now, man? I can't catch a break. Every single gym leader got like a depressing backstory.
mid-sized streamer. Yeah, get the Gen Z stuff in here. But when she's
collaboration
not
web.
wrecking kids at the arcade or online, she's wrecking them at Pokemon battles. She's got a Cascadian Exploud, a
All right.
Toxtricity, an
Definitely
Ecrush,
fits her.
Cascadian Jinx, Rotom Server Form, Rotom Arcade Form, and Beat-em-ups.
Yo, what? Yo, nah, hold on. Breathe. Let me breathe a minute. Hold on. I didn't expect those to get thrown at me all of a sudden because these designs are amazing. Wait, those Rotom forms are so heat. Now, listen, all right? The Jinx is still Jinx, but dude, I was freaking out so much right now. I literally couldn't pay attention to what he said that Pokemon in the middle was called. That is a team member. If you tell me that's a water type, I'm leaving this game, bro. I want that on my team. There's no way in hell that's a water type. I want that thing on my team. It looks so cool. Loki kind of got like Truth Seeker orbs behind it. What?
I'm going to talk more about those in another video. But on
All right,
rematches,
he'll talk
she
more
can
about them
swap some
later.
of these with a Yanmage, Pangoro, or Electivire.
Yanmage is so
And at the
gas.
start of the battle, the effects of electric terrain are in place. Her gym challenge may also involve minigames, perhaps based on various arcade games, but Pokemon themed. I don't know,
Alright.
Flappy Bird, but it's a Pidgey.
That'd be really
Pac-Man,
cool,
but it's
actually.
Lickitung.
I like
or
that.
perhaps a maze with trainer battles, and the maze changes as you go through it due to Rotom possessing the arcade machines and moving
I
them.
love that Rotom
Zlata
form.
is all about embracing your youth and not losing it. Don't let stuck-up adults tell you how to grow up and pressure you into acting just like them. You do you. And also, she is significantly older than she looks. And she gives you the power
Word.
badge. And lastly, moving into the northern part of the city,
Let's see
you reach
this.
the 8th gym leader, Trip. And
Okay.
of course, the Pacific Northwest's prominent 8th gym leader is a hipster. It has to be. It has to be. I hate labels. They do nothing but separate us. There was a time when your labels determined what you were and were not allowed to do, and then society finally got over all that nonsense, and life has only gotten better as time goes on.
You should have a
But
Mewtwo.
did we really? Now we have people so obsessed with labels again, but for the total opposite reasons. It's sad. Just be yourself and do your best not to tread on others. Let go of how others define you. People can't help the labels they're born with, so why bother caring, man? Trip has traveled all over the world to see it all, experience many cultures, and make loads of friends along the way. His entire team is made up of Pokemon that you couldn't possibly have seen by this part in your journey in the game.
All
They
right.
are all from other regions entirely. And they are all his friends. Your friends aren't necessarily the people physically around you, but the ones who make you better, no matter where or what
Yo,
they are.
bars,
Now
my
I'd like you
brother.
to meet some of my friends, my Pokemon. I bet you haven't even heard of them. His Pokemon are Galarian Rapidash,
Okay.
Alolan Persian, Sinonin Luxray, Serperior,
Uh-huh.
Wigglytuff, and Kasakazog. One of these things is not like the other, but is unique in that
This team kind of trash. Yo, his team kind of, a little bad, bro. I think you were going in the wrong parts of town. Somebody needs to hit my man with a team upgrade. Let's see what his rematch team is like. But I'm just saying, I'll be completely honest, because you know me, I like to keep it 100 for a final gym leader, bro. This is not a final gym leader team. I mean, again, when you have it, so like the Pokemon will obviously synchronize well with the battlefield and all that kind of stuff, then even a bad Pokemon can, do some crazy stuff. But I'm just saying, it's a little underwhelming. That's just my opinion, though.
his rematch is
I like the last
extra
one a lot
challenging.
more.
Rather than swapping out one or two Pokemon, he only keeps Kasakazog. The rest of his team works like this. Random Cascadian form, random Galarian form, random Alolan form, random pseudo-legendary, and either Wigglytuff or Blissey.
Huh.
Dang. His pre-battle challenge is simply battling other trainers from all over the world, and as such, they have teams consisting of Pokemon from all of their home regions. And while you do this, you solve a bridge-based puzzle, quite literally building bridges to other regions, so to speak, as there's symbols of the other regions on the floor. It's all very symbolic and very cheesy, just like Pokemon. Come on. Upon finishing this battle, you get the World Badge. And now, with all 8 badges, you're off to the Elite Four and Champion.
Alright, but that's another video.
And also have something to do with Amazol.
Plot twist! Amazon owns the Elite Four.
And hey, thanks so much for watching this. A big thanks once again to Grammarly.
Oh yeah, I ended up skipping that. Sorry. Because I was just standing there looking at Grammarly, so I ended up just skipping it. But yeah, anyways, that's it for this video. So we got to see all 8 gym leaders, their teams, you know, their little battlefields that they'll have, like the weathers that correlate to their teams and them as the personality in the area that they're in. Very cool video. I'll be honest, some of them were not really my style. I get it though, with the theme that he's going for, you know. Not all of them are gonna look drippy as Matt. I really like that 7th gym leader though. Everything about that was gas. I like her as a character. I like her design a lot. Her team was amazing. Like, oh my lordy, I love that team. So let me know what your favorite gym leader was. And maybe, you know, if you want to get into depth with it, say why. I'll definitely be sure to read that as well. But yeah, anyways, if you want to see more, don't forget 150 likes, 3 Kaskade reactions back to back. I'm just telling y'all, yo, I'm hitting y'all with the goods. So let me know if you want that by clicking that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, everyone. Yup.